that to the test. Number two, he also stated that I'm an enemy towards Islam.
Yes.
So we'll put that to the test as well, and we'll see whether it's the truth or whether it is just false. So it just makes life easier. So if you wanted to start off,
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Bismillah. Kalam, are you a Muslim?
No.
Okay. Kalam, do you submit to Allah?
Do I submit to Allah?
Yes.
No.
Kalam, do you consider yourself to be a Hanafi, as you pronounce it?
Okay. So now, there is a terminology that I utilize, and I utilize it quite often, in describing how Christians of antiquity and how also Arabs or Muslims of antiquity used to refer to those of Kemetic philosophy, those who actually followed the wisdom of Jehuti, Thoth, Hermes, Idris, so forth. They consider those individuals to be called Hanafiya or Hanafi, in short, yes. So yes, I do consider myself that.
And what is a Hanafi in terms of creedal belief,
So
stance?
in terms of creedal belief and stance, I wouldn't say belief here again, in terms of its knowledge stance, one of his primary claims that the Prophet himself was also, how can I put it, compared to by the early non-Muslims at the time. They referred to him as a Sabi, okay, or a Sabian. And the reason why they referred to him as a Sabi or a Sabian is because they knew that the Sabians of Iraq and the Sabians of the Arab Peninsula also recited the creedal statement of La ilaha illa Allah. Which means, well, the translation, the literal translation I'm going to give you rather than the meaning, is no God but or except
Can I
Allah.
correct you? That's wrong.
And I said that's the literal translation rather than the meaning. I didn't say I was going to give the meaning, because I know you're going to give the meaning via,
What is the meaning?
you want to go with the meaning of there is no God worthy of worship, right? Correct?
No one worthy of worship. We'll say no one worthy of worship.
No? Okay.
Because Allah Ta'ala is one.
Mhm.
So before we give titles like God or gods, because we can make many false gods, you know, like Kalam, he has false gods, and we will speak about these as well, inshallah.
Third claim.
If Kalam's,
We're good with that.
yeah?
That's we're good
And
with.
I want to ask you later on, inshallah, and talk about if you are a magician as well,
Okay.
and if you deal with magic,
Okay.
like a wizard,
All right.
but and if that is part of your creedal belief.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah, La ilaha illallah means the one worthy of worship. Sorry, there is no one worthy of worship except the only one worthy of worship. But Kalam is right, the literal meaning, if you're going to take it without looking at the understanding of it, is La ilaha illallah means there's no God but God. But now we know that Allah, even the word Allah, do you know what the word Allah means, Kalam?
There is a lot of ikhtilaf or difference of opinions among scholars as to where
Man's
the
got
words.
his Muslim lingo. This is what I'm saying, contradiction.
I would say
Freemason
I'll say
and
it's
he's
Arabic.
talking Muslim lingo.
It's Arabic, but nonetheless. So yeah, because funny enough, because a lot of Muslims, like to think that La ilaha illallah is like it's down to them, like they were the ones who initiated this or brought this into the people's awareness. And again, as I've said before, you just have to go through the literature. They tell you that there were other people at the time that were screaming this terminology, La ilaha illallah, right? So we, as those who practice Kemetic philosophy or ascribe to Kemetic philosophy, we knew this way back in the day, right?
Who's the first man
So-
that preached La ilaha illallah according to you?
So let me just continue real quickly, right? And then even now, when we go into the Arab literature themselves, they will literally tell you, Al-Kindi. Does anybody here know who Al-Kindi is?
I don't know who
Anybody
Al-Kindi
know
is.
Al-Kindi?
Please educate us.
Al-Kindi is the one who actually gave us our, like you see our numerals that we have in English today, your 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. He was the one who initiated that. It was actually coming from the Indians, but he put it into the Arab, it became known as the Arab numerals. He was also named the father of philosophy, right? So this individual said, yeah, that literally there is no other system of understanding in terms of Tawheed, the unity of God, that exceeds or is better than the Kemetic understanding of philosophy, right? So that was quite crazy. In his time, he was literally saying Hermes. Yeah, if you go into that book itself, right? Our book, right? They expound the concept of Tawheed, yeah? And anybody who exerts themselves in philosophy will say that this has to be the best and we have to adopt it ourselves. So we had it from the get-go, and even your own Arab scholars say that, boy, we were the best at it in terms of explaining.
So could you answer my question now?
So you want to go into the first person that said La ilaha illallah?
Let's not beat around the bush.
According to what?
According to Quran.
According to Quran.
According to Seerah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. According to the book, that 1400 years down the line, from when the author, who we believe is Allah, first brought it forward to us and mankind as mercy upon us, had stated that the book has not been changed. And the seerah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is for us, and it is validated inside the Quran, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us that He's left for us His book and His messenger. So we know as Muslims that the first man who brought La ilaha illallah was the first man of existence, which was our grandfather Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. Now obviously, Kalam, you're an intellectual guy, bro. Now obviously there's going to be a lot of people here that, you know, that don't know their ABCs, that are listening into the video. And you know, we're none the better sometimes as well. Every teacher is a student. So with some knowledge, every teacher is a student, right?
Indeed.
Now, there'll be a lot of people that will hear your words and it may confuse them, Kalam. But let's be real now, Kalam, yeah? Look, me as a Muslim, my presupposition, stance, is that I take the kitab and the sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Your presupposition stance, I'm not going to dictate to you, but it is definitely not my one. Yeah? So obviously, we cannot use that. But let's actually establish principles between us for durability here and for the audience to understand what it is that we are going to assert, inshallah. So what can we actually assert? Do you believe, let's talk about this now, yeah? What I said firstly, and I actually do appreciate the fact that you're happy to talk about it here, because I didn't come on some kind of wily tip in it with you, yeah? But I said I believe that you are not a sincere individual, not in what's between you and Allah, yeah, because only Allah knows our level of sincerity. But your outwards appearance and what you show the people, yeah, you come all nice and happy with the Muslims. You call the Muslims your brothers. You know, you say inshallah, which means by the will of Allah. Yeah, you say these things. Now I want you to explain to us kindly what you mean by this is, and what do you actually feel in your heart about Muslims?
Okay. So
because I think this is something that does need to be addressed for the layman that doesn't know you.
Yeah. So everybody within inside of the human race is I consider them to be my brothers or my sisters. Or if they're younger than me, they could be my, you know, nephews and nieces. Or if they're older than me, they could be my uncles and my aunties or my mothers or grandmothers. So it depends on who I'm speaking to. So I don't have this, how can I put it, separation psychology. Because you're a Muslim, I can't get along with you. Or because you're a Christian, I can't get along with you. That's just, you just have another creedal or ideological or religious.
Which is in the Quran.
Yeah, which is a religious differences or ideological difference with myself. And I don't hold that against you. We may have the opportunity to actually discuss and debate and critique these ideas, but because we're critiquing these ideas doesn't necessarily mean that we are opposition in terms of humanity and how we relate. If I see you on the floor, I'm going to be there to help you and pick you up, even though we've been debating for like the last 10 minutes and so forth, and we disagree strongly. I don't really care about all that. That's ideological. On a human level, we're brothers and sisters.
Okay, thank you, Kalam. That was really warm, hearty, and whatnot. Yeah, but see what you're saying to me now, I can relate to as a human being, because me too, I like to be nice to people, and I've already told you many times as well. And by Allah Ta'ala, by Allah the Exalted, I've said to you, Kalam, come with me for a meal outside. Wallahi, you ain't gonna get jumped. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. Even if you don't feel threatened by me, I hope you don't.
No.
Yeah, I hope. Wallahi, I don't want to move with you like that kind of way. Anyone can come and juke me just as they can juke you. Yeah. I said to you, if you're in my presence and someone goes outside and they go to hurt you and they're Muslims, I will back you, because you are in my presence and you know that's my hayba as a Muslim, that I'm not gonna go behind your back. Do you understand? But Kalam, you're here talking all warm about Muslims. Kalam, how much percentage of your videos are propaganda? Or let me not even use the word propaganda for you, because obviously you're gonna, make that all look sugar-coated and bring it to the audience as about, I'm supplementing you with knowledge, whatnot, yeah? How many of your videos are firstly about Islam? Titans TV, is it not built upon videos about Islam and Muslims, yes or no?
No, it's not built upon that at all.
Guys, now I want you, while this is on, sorry, Kalam.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, bro. Not my bro, but thank you. Now I want you to open another page. While I'm talking now, open another page. Type in youtube.com, type in Titans TV, and while this video is on and you can hear my voice now while the new window is open, go and look at Titan TV channel videos. Select these options. Now go onto the videos and try and count how many of them are not about Islam or Muslims. Kalam, okay, this is where we get to the insincere part of the discussion now. Now the insincerity presents itself to you, inshallah. Okay. Bismillah.
Okay, so, no, this is, I beg you stand over there.
All
right. Okay. Perfect. So, this is the point where, usually people don't have the longevity to actually wait for me to fully respond and to, give me the benefit of the doubt at least. So, you asked me what is Titans TV built upon, or isn't Titans TV built upon, Islam or whatever the case is, right? No, and I said my first response to that was no. You didn't allow me to finish what I was saying. Now, when you go back to Titans TV and you go back to the most, earliest videos on Titans TV, we're talking about something that's been built, right, from the foundations upwards. So from the foundations upwards, you will see that there is Kemetic videos on there, there is, Hebrew Israelite videos on there, there's Norris videos on there, there is Islamic videos on there, there is Hebrew Israelites.
Me 1 second, fam.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, go on, okay. All right, there's Hebrew Israelites, there's atheists, there's all different types of videos that have been published and posted upon my channel, right? My channel was firstly geared towards my American-based audience, right? So the conscious community. Anybody knows about the conscious community over in America? You got like Sarnet TV and all the good stuff there. You get brothers like Kalai, Shaka Ahmos, Amon Ross Squad, all of the brilliant American black conscious minds out there. That's what it was built upon. Now, afterwards, we came to Speaker's Corner, right? Give thanks to Isa, Shia, the black intellectual Shia, yeah?
Bullshit.
It's not me and you that discuss, it's me and this brother. So I beg, just afterwards, you can interrupt. So anyways, yeah, so afterwards, my good brother Shia brought me over here, my good Shia brother Isa brought me over to the Speaker's Corner, and that's when we got introduced. You asked me what's it built upon, so
I'm going like this, as in
I'm
here,
giving you the
here you
foundation.
go. This is what I promised you as an audience. The insincerity comes out. Carry on.
This is not insincerity. You asked me a question, what's it built upon? So I'm giving you foundation, first floor, the second floor, and because, we have a third floor as well. So the first level after, American audience is Speaker's Corner. Yeah. Speaker's Corner. We're here right now. Speaker's Corner was built upon that. Then after Speaker's Corner, we have something called Talk with the Titans, right? Which was there from the birth, to be honest with you, but it kind of started to cater towards the UK audience, because we started having, American audience, now we've got UK audience, but now we need to have an audience members that has the feel for the long shows where we get to discuss things like we did prior on the American-based shows. So that,
just pause 1 second. Sorry, Kalam, I don't mean to pause. Raj, with all respect, bro, please, I don't want to be on your channel. If that's all right with you.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
I don't want to continue it with Raj.
All right.
Like
Too many snakes.
one snake at a time, you get me?
You can't control this part.
All right. All right. So right now,
I've got one question.
Hold tight.
Right now you could
finish. Can I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
You did have respect. When the respect went out the window, we all know.
Okay.
Yeah. You sold yourself when you went with Tommy Robinson.
Okay, cool.
You might go like 3-5. Yeah.
Okay.
Only certain people had respect. Respect. You don't know me from Adam and Jedi. These guys stood.
I vouch on this topic for.
Bro,
I was going to get to this, and this is why I was happy that Rascal was here.
This is why I confront you over there.
Okay, let's continue that a little later on, because you're breaking up.
That's why we don't have respect for you, bro.
All right, no problem. I don't mind if you don't have respect.
No,
I'm not begging.
I'm not saying you're begging. At the end of the day,
respect.
this is free speech. You can talk whatever you want.
Definitely.
But don't be a snake. Like with this guy over here, with he's a snake. See, he's laughing as well.
Raj is a snake.
We will discuss that later. We discuss
snake.
your whole snake stuff later on.
Snake channel.
Love it.
Right.
He's back.
Bro, I'm not back for you, trust me.
You did
You're
have that
dust.
respect,
You're
bro. The
dust.
respect went out the window.
No problem.
You even filmed yourself on your own channel, bro.
No problem. We'll discuss it.
I'm gonna promise you, brother. There's a lot of flavors I'm gonna taste
But
today.
he was.
And this is one of them.
He's got good intentions, but you know
You know what you could do?
Yeah, they're close. Look at it.
Yeah.
Islamic State, yeah?
No. It's good. It's done. But end of the day, it's good and done. But end of the day,
I hear you, my brother.
God haven't forsake his people, Egypt.
All right.
Egypt, my people.
All right.
Israel, my inheritance.
All right.
And the Assyrians, the work of my hands. The work of my hand is the power of the Almighty working mysteriously
Raj
in the
disagrees
earth.
with
I
that.
hear you.
Okay, you know what you could do, Allah.
No.
And may
Yo,
Allah
brother,
bless you if you can.
we'll discuss that after
You see this snake?
We'll discuss that after.
Try and divert him away from here, because this is a sincere
All right, brother.
discussion.
Discuss afterwards.
I want a sincere discussion from myself. This guy is not good for it.
The pyramids are a sign to the nation.
All right.
It is a covenant to the whole of people.
Carry on, you two. Don't worry
I know.
about that.
All
Carry on.
right, cool.
I really don't want to be on my man's
Let's
channel.
finish this, yeah?
Was it the intention for religion?
Raj, why are you begging now? I don't want to be on your channel. Do I get you
Hey, yo,
hits?
this is
Do I get you hits?
Hey, yo, this is what we're called.
I don't
This is
like
what we call Israel.
I don't want to be on your screen.
Right.
This is what we call
You've never
Israel.
seen yourself
Pure
on Guidance
chaos.
Avenue screen.
Pure chaos.
Remember the first time you came to me, you said, listen,
I'm on Guidance Avenue. And
all right, you know what, here,
Semantic.
you're going to put this in. All right, you know what, I'm sorry sorry, Callum. All right, you know what? For Raj's fanboys out there, yeah, and fangirls, look. The first time Raj came up to me, by the way, guys, you've never seen one video on Guidance Avenue with Raj in it.
Oh, because he got butthurt because I battered him in that video.
You batter
Okay.
no one, Raj.
All right.
All right. Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah.
All
All right, get rid of the snake, man.
Mariani.
I can only deal with one. Listen, Raj. First time Callum, hold tight. First time he came up to me, said to me, I really love Guidance Avenue. I really love your channel, and I really love you. And I said, do you know what I said to him? You ain't coming on my channel.
I love my brother.
Anyway, there you go, guys. Anytime you see my face now on Raj's channel, it's unwanted.
So he also said
Anyway.
my favourite thing about Islam is after Kia. So
sad
obviously I was
individual, man.
joking. Obviously I was
You're
joking.
dust, innit?
Raj.
This ain't Sharia, man. I can record. This ain't Sharia, man. I can record where I want.
Yeah, distracted.
All right.
All right.
Let's talk.
Callum, sorry.
No, don't touch me, man.
No need to touch him. Don't touch him.
So yeah, let's get back into this. Yeah. Hey, your respect. Yeah. You concentrate. Are we in? Alright. So let's do it. Yeah. So we talked about we talked about ground level. We talked about first level. Yeah. We talked about now. Yeah, getting the UK Speakers Corner community and the UK audience involved with the longer type of discussions that we normally have on Titans TV. And there, yeah, because Speakers Corner has got such a large amount of actual Muslims. I'm pretty sure it's at least 8% Muslims here, right? Would you say 8% at least?
I would say last year it was 80, this year I would say about 65.
It's changed up now. The dynamics has definitely changed up.
And you know it as well.
Yeah. So the dynamics definitely has changed up, but you know, when we're speaking about in the past, it was about 8%. So a lot of the conversations that we have here at Speakers Corner is to do with Islam. All right? And I'm not shy away from Islam. I've got a nice bountiful information or knowledge on Islam. So I guess it's my opportunity to share that information to the community.
Now guys, look.
But I think he's asking you how you share the information. So he's saying sometimes you might share the information to try and antagonize the people that the information's going out to. You might say things in a way to antagonize and disrespect people.
You know what Bob Marley said?
So wait, before you do that, let me
You
address
know what
that.
your black brother Bob Marley said?
Can I address this first?
He said you can fool some people sometimes,
But you can't fool
but you
them all
can't
the
fool
time.
all the people all
Alright,
the time.
perfect.
And he talked about educated fools as well.
Alright. Awesome.
saying.
Bro, I know all the Bob Marley songs from
In a world of calamity,
Anyway.
media,
So anyway.
hey.
I want to respond to that real quickly.
Go on.
I want to, I actually lost my trail of thought with that one.
Alhamdulillah.
Hey yo, remind me somebody. You know, there's so much going on.
Pray to the devil, it might come back to you.
Yeah.
Do your juju.
All right, you know what? So that point, I've lost it now. So go on, continue.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
The Most High, we say the Most High grabbed your tongue.
Bismillah.
We
Listen,
say the Most High grabbed your tongue, like in the
why?
Bible stories.
Now
You know when he made Pharaoh's tongue Caesar, and made his brain start.
see this video here. This video, when I speak to other individuals that are not Muslims, when I speak to Christian missionaries that get paid to talk against Islam, when I speak to an atheist or this or that, it takes a certain amount of effort and an intellectual strategy about myself in order to deal with them and to make Islam, of course, look as beautiful as it is to the eyes of the camera. Now, many a time I get upset, many a time I get emotional and maybe arrogant, maybe jahil, I get ignorant. Yeah. With Kalam, there is no effort whatsoever from my side in showing you how much of a snake he actually is.
We're still waiting.
Okay.
We're still waiting. So that's your fourth claim. So we're still waiting.
Since this video's been
I'm counting
running,
your claims, so
no
I'm
problem.
waiting.
Callum, listen, you're a famous celebrity guy, yeah? This is celebrity, man. Bare of the people that are watching this video know you already. They know you from the videos, bro. They probably know
of me,
you.
yes.
They know of you,
Yes.
and they probably know of you more than they know of me. Okay. What they do know of you is that you are a snake. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? Just for this video, for a bit of fun. Hold on,
wait. You made a claim. You made a claim.
Spotlight's on me now.
You made a claim. I want you to evidence.
1 minute,
Go ahead.
1 minute. In my time, in my way, not
Go
in
ahead.
your time and your way.
Okay, I'm
All right,
patient.
thank
I've
you.
got patience. Go ahead.
Firstly, what I want for a bit of fun here, inshallah, yeah? You know the comment section below, yeah? I want you guys to start on number 1. And every time you hear something insincere in this video, or each one of you, I just want you to write just write the number 1. Or write the word snake. And let's go down to the comment section in a few days and see how many times you can read the word snake or read the number 1. You see this guy here?
I guarantee you
see
loads
this guy
of snakes.
here. You see respect.
Guarantee you. Guarantee you.
Respect and Jedi. When that whole thing happened with Tommy Robinson, I swear down they stood solid. Yeah. So firstly, big up Respect and Jedi for their actions.
Yeah, big up
Yeah,
Respect.
big up for that. Now, my man over here, as you rightfully put it, he's sold. He goes on about black power, black this, black that.
Six.
You ain't black.
6. Seven.
You ain't black.
7 claim.
Yeah?
So now
I have not 1% African in me. I am more black than you just from the colour of my cotton. Huh? Trust me, I'll beg to differ.
Okay.
Check the comment section and let's see what people say about that.
So now, yeah. You know,
Anyway,
you know
what
what
I'm
you should do
saying-
now? You know what you should do now? Is
I'm not
type
done.
the number
I am
9.
not done.
Okay, carry on now.
I'm not done. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Let me first start off by saying I believe the first man on this planet was a coloured man, Adam alayhi salam. How shaded or how coloured he was, Allah knows best. I have nothing against black people or Asian people or Chinese people. I am basically, your own Sikh say you're not a Sikh. Your own Sikh say you're not a Sikh. Yeah?
Hey, yo, Respect, what happened
His
to the
own,
video?
his own
battery
Sikh say
back.
he's not a Sikh.
Go get
What happened? Respect, what happened?
Battery.
Oh, is it? We'll wait for it.
It's here.
Brush off your sweat.
This is TNT.
It's right here. Yeah, TNT, baby. And I guess I'll repeat
Hey,
this, yeah.
A bit, yeah.
TNT Greek.
Can't even have to do it.
Come on.
My brother.
I think you got the wrong one.
You're getting cold feet, aren't you? That's why you're moving out, man.
Good.
Come on, man.
No, but I do appreciate that you were patient enough to do the video. I do. Honestly, yeah?
No problem. All right. Hey, yo, TNT Greece, man. Come on, baby. Come on, man. Concentrate.
Go.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna repeat this again, okay? So what I would love for you guys to do, yeah, in the comment section, right? You
get paid for
those of you who are actually honest and objective. What I would love for you guys to do, yeah, is to type in the number 9 every single time my good brother here makes a claim, but never,
Such a fed, innit?
but never actually substantiates it by giving any evidence, right? He's made about 7 claims. He's more black than me, right? That was his 7th claim.
What I'm trying to say
No,
is
it's
my
okay.
t-shirt in his colour
Okay,
is
can I-
more black than him because he sold himself out to Tommy Robinson.
You're gonna have some patience. You're gonna have some patience.
This
Yeah,
thing,
you need to
yeah.
have some patience, you
This,
know.
even though I've spoken to a black brother, yeah. Black doesn't even come to it. You just sold yourself.
You keep saying this.
Listen, first
Like
thing,
you know what you don't do? You don't keep saying I sold myself. Like I sold myself.
You know,
I'm
you
a
know.
snake. Okay, evidence your claims.
Evidence.
Your claims.
Let's just look at the channels.
All right,
your
let's
channels.
You don't have no evidence to your claims.
What do you think?
You was all gassed.
I can do this
you
all
had
day
a
long.
smile.
I can lie upon you. I can slander you. I can slander you
You
all day
slander
long.
me. This is
right?
my first
But
day
guess
here,
what?
bro.
Guess what? Guess what? I've got
Everyone.
integrity.
I respect this brother.
I've got integrity. So I
Yeah, I
don't
saw
do no
Shamsi, but I stayed away because he likes the camera a lot. But I love this brother here. He takes the truth. He speaks the truth. There's other brothers.
Evidence your claims, right? Evidence your claims.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
Well, I never
Did
sugarcoat
you
the
delete
deed.
and edit it?
What's the heart about you?
All I ask is for everybody here to evidence their claims. And so far, all we can hear is a lot of emotional ranting.
It's not emotional. But those, when Tommy
Like once
Robinson come and he was
you're starting
excited.
to use
Oh, my
ad
hero's
hominems.
here.
Once you're starting to use ad hominems, yeah, we realize you're being emotional.
Okay, you got
right?
good words. You're more well spoken than me.
And
well
again-
done.
and again,
But
yeah,
you-
and
you
again-
stick
The
it
difference
out.
between
There's
you
a
and him,
difference
actually, is
between
you're
me.
talking
I'll stick with the truth. I'll stick with the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stick with the people.
But you
went
just
against.
lied again. You said,
Well,
"Oh, my
well,
heroes here." Can you show me on any video where I've said that?
You didn't say that, but you're
Okay.
so excited. Your smile, your eyes, your body language. You're like, oh my, it's like Christmas come
These guys are
twice.
crazy. These guys are
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Go into every single video. Yeah, you've seen me. Yeah,
Then-
and see,
then you
and
say
see,
like,
and
look,
see
they're gonna
there's-
get it.
See,
They're gonna
there's not a
get it.
smile on my
They're gonna
face.
get
You know what the funny
They're
thing
gonna
is?
get
What's it, TNT?
Greek.
Greek TT?
No, TNT Greek.
TNT Greek. So the interesting thing about this TNT Greek is that this voice of the brother that you can't see but you can hear his voice talking against Kalam right now is the voice of many of you listening.
Yes.
Now look,
Yeah, a lot of Muslims,
Many
right?
Muslims.
Right.
let me ask you something. Yeah?
I just want to know why you did that.
And it's only a lot of Sunni
Not
Muslims that
what
do
they
this.
think of it.
Can I get you involved or
What's
not?
that got
Yes,
to
you
do
was
with
involved. Because when there was a video, you was like, oh, bro,
I don't need to be a Muslim to see
Many
this, mate.
Muslims don't agree with what you lot are saying.
bro.
Trust me, there are people here that are not Muslim that know he's listening.
Respect.
All right, okay. Hey, yo.
Got to do with anything.
Hey, yo, you got a phone call. You got a phone call. You got a phone call, my brother. You got a phone call, yeah?
forget it doesn't
All right.
matter.
Okay. Anyway,
You ain't gonna get saved by the bell. You're not gonna get saved by the bell.
You know where he messed up with Tommy Robinson? That's where he messed up.
See, by the way, see
That
my
is
man
it.
here
That's-
that just spoke.
that's-
Is he Muslim? Is he good?
It doesn't matter.
But you
It
just
doesn't
said
matter.
he's
You want to
Muslim.
speak the truth,
Bro,
right?
He's not a Muslim. With all respect,
truth, innit,
he's
bro?
not a Muslim. But why I respect
we're not here
him
from the truth.
is because he talks real.
See, that's,
No, I don't even agree with them, man.
doesn't agree with us.
All right.
You don't agree with
I
me.
think this point, bro. My main
just gonna
thing
wait until
is-
you're
my
ready to
main thing
finish.
is Man come up in the band, though.
cameraman
You
is-
seem like you come from the same
not
thing.
ready yet.
There's never been one time when I've been in the hood with my Aki brothers and I spoke to them a certain way about their religion. We'll debate, we'll go hard, but no, what I'm saying is there's a certain respect that you have with your brothers that I don't know. Nah. You say, no. Yeah, no, man can bust banter.
But this is not banter, though.
That's between you and your brothers.
Hey, yo, cameraman. Are you ready to do the job? Like, I don't know.
I'm both.
All right.
This is the Ras cam.
All right.
This is the Ras cam.
All right.
You ain't
all
got Leon right now.
Callum, pressure's on you
All
right
right.
now. I'll
Real
leave it to
quickly,
you.
yeah. This is
I
what I'm
hear
gonna
what you're
ask.
saying, OG.
I'm gonna
Go on,
ask.
solidarity.
I'm gonna ask the audience members right now, yeah, to have a little bit of patience, yeah. And if you got any questions for any one of us, wait to the very end, right? Because this is going out, yeah, to the tens of thousands of YouTubers, yeah, that want to actually see
EDL,
this,
hello,
want to
EDL.
see this information. Again, you're interrupting. Again, you're interrupting.
Can I have your
So,
autograph?
so yeah, please, like, at least respect. If you're not gonna respect everybody here and respect myself, please respect our audience members who are on YouTube, yeah, watching this, yeah. Nice, love. Also, yeah, my good brother, please have some sabr with me, yeah. Have some patience. Let me finish my build, right? Alright, cool. Now, anyways, yeah, like the camera cut out.
He's right
I'm
out
gonna-
of a comic book, you know that.
Sabr, I asked for patience,
Bismillah,
right?
go on,
I asked for
Bismillah.
patience, right?
Say Bismillah.
I asked for patience, right? So, anyways, yeah. Now we're gonna see how many times they're gonna interrupt. It's gonna be mad amounts, right? So also, yeah, the camera cut out, so we're gonna rephrase or re-say the things I said before. Also, I say it, yeah. Remember when he says like, put the ones down there if you think he's being insincere. Okay, what I would love for you guys to do, yeah,
If you
is
think
to
he's a snake, not
What- what-
sincere.
no. Because we've got loads of Sunni Muslims that's going to
nines
put the
or
snake
nine?
there, right? So let's put insincere. If you could spot insincerity inside of myself, yeah, show it and say this is the reason why. Put the one and also put the reason, yeah. But also now I want you to do this. Put the number 9, right? That's the highest number. Put the number 9 right into the comment section, yeah.
You're a fed.
When you heard this brother here, yeah, make a claim. I've counted about 7. I think it was about 9 when you were off air, yeah. Roughly, let's say 7. He's made about 7 claims so far, right? Put a 9 every single time he's made a claim and say whether he's actually evidenced it or not. Yeah? See if he's actually evidenced his claims. He's made loads of
Alright, let's
claims.
get down to business.
Let's see if he evidenced it all the way throughout this video. Let's go.
Let's get down to business.
So now,
Bismillah.
make your claim. Now, please provide the evidence.
Alright, look. In this park, look, I'm gonna say this as like a first, like Bismillah opening statement. There are many times in this park I am ignorant, I am arrogant, my ego gets the better of me, I get angry. Yeah, so do you though, innit? You let him mistake. Roll back in the grass, mate. Yeah? Now, we can never,
You say you want me to take over?
if we believe,
Doing them commentary, you get me?
if we believe,
The Ras cam.
is it running, yeah?
You say prefer aspect.
And
Yeah, roll.
Kalam's been sweating, you get me?
I'm biased, man. You're supposed to be unbiased, man.
I know, but if I start a Shakur comment,
This one concept over everything.
This is
Yeah,
COE.
yeah.
I'm gonna run up for you about that afterwards.
This is one. It's good. Good
You
show.
say
Your
good, yeah?
aspect is
Okay,
positive.
okay.
He's real. He keeps it real, you know. I don't know how you and me get along.
Yeah.
It's probably his sub.
If you get that
I'll
100,
tell
you
he's
get
too
that
real for
respect.
you, man. He's too real for you. I swear down. Him and Jedi are too real for the likes of you. I don't need no claps. Do you know how many people are watching this thing?
I'm not
that
clapping
should
you.
have been
I'm
said.
not clapping you. I'm clapping the statement.
Okay.
Because if it's true,
Alhamdulillah.
if it's true, yeah, let's be grateful. Let's give praise to the good brothers for actually.
Okay, which brings me to the end of my introduction. Thank you for bringing me back on point actually without realizing it. Look, so any of my faults, do not attribute it to Islam. Islam is free of faults. We believe as Muslims Islam is perfect. And anyone who believes that Islam is not perfect is not a Muslim. Huh? Raj, do you mind if I... is it alright? Yeah, please. Yeah? Now, as I said, look, I always try to come to the park and call people to Tawheed, to Islam. Yeah? I try to get shahadas in the park. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to do the work of all of the prophets and messengers. This is what the prophets and messengers did, and this is our duty as Muslims, to convey the message, not convince. Convincing is with Allah. I've even turned to Kalam before and said, Kalam, come on man, it's time you've taken your shahada. Are you ready for your shahada? I'll say things like this to him. Now he may take it as some kind of banter. In his heart there may be some hatred, but by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the statement that I'm saying it with love for the statement, not the love for the individual. By Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I hate him. By Allah, I hate him. And that's as real as it is. Look, you know why I face a lot of scrutiny? A lot of brothers here, they face a lot of scrutiny and negativity. The reason for this is, and Kalam knows it best, is because they don't sugarcoat. And I'm not here to sugarcoat you, COE, or TNT Greek. I don't sugarcoat. You are a snake, yeah? And I'm here to talk the truth. La ilaha illallah. Look, what's this Freemason juju
number
signs,
9,
man?
number 9.
You
Call me a
wizard
snake.
fed.
Claim.
You're a fed wizard.
Evidence.
Fed wizard snake, yeah? Hashtag fed wizard snake. Yeah, do that. Not one. No, don't write one. Don't write snake. Put hashtag fed wizard snake. Every time you hear something of a lie from him, or each of you that thinks he is a snake. Yeah, now look. Kalam, and all of you guys know, and this is the reason for this video, Kalam, you are an open enemy of Islam. But the platform that Kalam has actually dealt with from day dot till now, since I started coming to the park, is this. When he is in the park, sorry Kalam, when he is in the park, he comes to you, he shows love, he shows happiness, he appeases to you. It's like deja vu every time. He appeases to you. But when he goes back on Titan's TV, signs into his YouTube on his laptop, he goes in on the Muslims. And not only does he go in on the Muslims, not only does he go in on the Muslims, but anyone who the Muslims speak against for their attacks against Islam, he does the same. Now, as a black community, my brother, with all respect to my sister here, yeah, you can understand what I'm talking. You don't know what I've said yet. You don't know what I've said yet, sister. You can understand, this is what I was going to say. You can understand what it's like to be looked at as a biased part of community. Not only black people face it, Muslims face it as well. Now, when you're a black and a Muslim, then it's like double trouble. But my man here, Snake Boy, yeah, he is not only against Muslims, he is against anyone who talks for Islam. Now, bro, I'm not here to talk for or against the color. I'm not here for or against the... I'm saying that black people in this society are looked upon in a biased way.
Okay.
And I'll say the same for Muslims and many other ethnic groups, not just you and me, big man. You understand?
All right.
A lot of us.
Can I get in? Okay. All right. I think in a little while, I'm going to try to do this, yeah? Can we get like a little 2 minute? I've got a little stopwatch here so we can do like 2 minutes.
No problem.
So at least it's not a monologue, okay?
I agree.
Now, I want to just respond to some of the things that he said.
Who's timing?
We haven't started yet, so I will time and we can both have it here, yeah? All right, so I want to respond to a few things he said, He said, by Allah, he hates me. And I'm going to say this, by Ra, I love you, my brother, okay? That's number one, because I don't have no hatred for anybody.
How you done it? Because on your video, you didn't give
Okay,
no love.
anyway, so as I said, yeah, I don't have no hatred for no man here, right? I got love for everybody. I may hate the things that you do, or I may hate the things that you say, but in terms of you as a human being, I always got love for my fellow people.
He's a terrible person.
No.
That's coming
There
from
is
your
there is hope. There's always hope. There's always hope. There's always hope. Yep.
your
And
cousin's
we're gonna actually observe this today. Okay. We're gonna observe this. You know what we're gonna observe today?
telling you.
We're gonna observe the characteristics of a good Muslim. Right. We're gonna observe the characteristics of a good Muslim. So far.
Yeah, Kafir, you're going to teach us about what's a good Muslim with Freemason on your hat and your clothes?
Okay. So
You're Juju man. He's
so-
going to teach us about Islam. Do you see? This is what I'm talking about. This is the deviation. This is the snake coming out.
Okay.
Observe. Audience, observe.
Okay.
Bismillah.
Perfect. So again, like as you can witness here, I asked before, prior, like let's not interrupt each other, right? Let's not interrupt each other. Let's have some type of etiquette. Let's have some adab when we're doing this thing right here, right? As you've witnessed so far, I have not spoken out of my mouth against him in terms of ad hominem attacks or slandered him or
Thank you
called
for
him
that.
any other names. So far, he's called me a snake, fed. Come on, somebody help me out. Snake, fed, wizard.
Freemason.
Everyone chant these words.
All of these different things, right? Okay. All of these different epithets,
know you
right?
are. We know
And me
you are.
myself, I'm just humble here, and I ain't responding back in kind, right? And this is what happens week in and week out, yeah. And when I finally respond and say something that people don't like, yeah, they're like, hold on. They almost lose their mind. They're like, Kalam, this is not you. Why are you doing this? And I'm like, hold on, but you haven't just witnessed. You just haven't witnessed your brothers doing exactly the same thing. Your comment section is gonna have loads of snakes going down, and we're still waiting for you to evidence the claim. Show us where Kalam has been insincere. Show us where Kalam has been a snake. That's what we're still waiting for. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna time it, right? So we're gonna do it. There you go.
Start, yeah?
I'm actually gonna stop it and wait till you speak.
Alright, Bismillah. Start now. Guys, look at all of Kalam's videos. Stop the clock. You can have another 2 minutes now.
Movies deleted.
Please go and look. Subscribe to Titans TV. Oh man. Hey, hold on.
that sign?
Hold on. Can I get oh man real quickly, man? Oh man.
What's
Hey
that
yo.
sign? What's that sign?
Stop, and I'm gonna bring it back to you again.
Okay, what's that sign?
Stop again.
It's very comical. This is like a comic
Yeah, yeah.
book. What's this sign that you keep doing?
yeah.
What is this?
It's
Oh,
rock
you
on,
just
baby.
done it, fam. You
Educate
both.
us.
It's rock on, baby. That's what
no,
it
but
is.
educate us. What is it?
Just rock on.
No.
That's it.
Listen, you said about La ilaha illallah that there is a literal meaning and then there is something in depth. I am asking you to explain to the audience who don't know what this sign means. I do, and many do. What does this stand for, Kalam? That you use in some of the videos. You come behind us, you slither behind the camera, you go, and then you go behind the camera. What is this, Kalam? Okay. Explain to the audience what this is. Be real for once.
So,
Please be real. Respect and Jedi, they're not Muslim, but because they're real with me,
yeah.
I respond positively to it, and people will see this energy, and may Allah guide them to Islam.
Great.
Yeah,
So I stated before, it means to me rock on.
and that's all it means.
That's what it means to me.
And
It can have a different meaning to you, right?
And the eloquent, well-educated, well-researched individual that you are, you don't know what else this connotes to.
I don't really go into conspiracy theories.
No. Guys, look, I'm going to give you an example of, let's call it snakeism. Let's make an ism-shism out of it. We'll call it snakeism. Kalam is the founder of snakeism. I'm just you're one of his snakes.
You're just a different breed, uneducated snake.
Second demi status.
Kalam is different.
Put away your fangs, he's talking to me. So,
Let's liver around.
this is snakeism right now. Kalam is actually going to stand here and tell us that he doesn't know that this is a sign of Lucifer. And Freemasons use it. And many of the Tawaghit in the world, transgressors,
I say
who
again, my
transgress
camera
against
cut out. What's that sign
monotheism,
of?
they use this. COE, Leon behind the camera, he knows what it is. Respect knows what it is. Jedi watching this video knows what it is. And you know what it is. But you're going to stand here with your snakeism. Do you know what this means? Yes or no?
So again, I'm gonna stop this now. So again, yeah, I've already stated it means for me rock on. You stated it is from Freemasonry and it's from Satanism and all those things here. What I'm gonna ask you is for the references. So can you show me in Freemasonry where they utilize this sign? Can you show me in Satanism where they utilize that sign? I personally haven't seen it, but if you've seen it, please show me the evidence. I haven't
Guys,
seen it.
I'm going to give him another 2 minutes now, yeah? Because he's already insulted my intelligence now. He knows what this means. He's intellectual. He's come up to me before and said to me, Muhammad, you are intellectual. I would love to have a discussion with you. I actually do appreciate the fact that he did stand here patiently enough to give me the time to speak to him. I'm actually here calling him a snake. I called him a fed. I called him a wizard. And you're right. You're rightfully so. You did actually stand here and showed a lot more patience than myself. However, I'll tell you why that is, guys. It comes from my...
On the negative.
It comes from my belief as a... Can someone get the net and catch the snake?
I'm not under Sharia yet. I can talk. I can say what I want.
There he is. Anyway, look. As Muslims, we love for the sake of Allah and we hate for the sake of Allah. We associate for the sake of Allah and we disassociate from the sake of Allah. He knows wala and bara. He knows al-wala wal-bara. He knows instantly that what I'm saying is al-wala wal-bara. Now, for people out there that don't understand what this means, as a Muslim, we have two things in Islam. We have la ilaha and we have illallah. Illallah, as we know, means but Allah. There's only one Allah. But la ilaha is part of the negation before the affirmation. La ilaha means we shun away and disassociate anything. We shun away anything and disassociate ourselves from anything that is contrary to worshipping Allah. Yeah? Now this, of course I hate it. Why I said I hate him is because he is a propagator against Islam. He is verily adu Allah. He's an enemy of Islam. He's an enemy of Allah. He's someone that comes in person.
Humanity.
And
I'm human. I like you.
You're not, bro.
You're not a human being. You're not. You are straight out of Jungle Book. You are that snake from Jungle Book, bro. Straight out of Disney, man.
No one likes you, boo.
All right. Come on, you lot. No respect, please.
All right. So just while I finish, yeah. Thank you for your patience. I know you're gonna. Oh, you have 2 minutes. So, look, guys, look. As Muslims, we don't appease to people's whims and desires. If we come here to talk about Islam, we come here to talk about Islam. When you heard me in a video saying I hate Christmas, yes, of course I do. Why do I?
Pagan.
I hate Christmas because it is pagan belief. It's something that is blasphemy against Allah. Of course, I hate it. Now, if you're going to talk about something that gives reverence to Allah, I love it. And I love the utter I love the speech that comes with love for Allah. Now this man, he comes and he goes like this. He knows very well from his research that it is Satanism and it is a sign of Lucifer, and these are the two horns of Lucifer as well. But there are many symbolic images behind this, symbolism behind it. So I hate this, and I hate him for it, and I hate his hand for doing it. I hate anything that is against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He can come patient now. But does that mean that he's not an enemy of Islam? One point to make, just before you start. Thank you for your patience. Raj is friendly here in the park. On Titans TV, he's a snake. That's why I say I leave it to you lot to see for yourself. 2 minutes.
One of those two-faced snakes.
Snake.
So again, I asked for evidence, and so far we haven't seen any evidence, right? I'm just waiting for you to show me where this is coming from, Satanism and Freemasonry and all the other stuff of it. I personally don't believe.
It's well known.
I personally don't believe in this.
It's common knowledge.
Sorry, I personally don't believe in the devil, so I don't take my information from Shaitan, devil, Lucifer, or anything like that. So I don't know about them fiction. Yes, you said quite rightly, them fictional characters. I don't know about them things there. So again, I'm going to bring it back to you, and I'm still waiting for you to evidence your claim that I'm a snake and that I'm insincere. I'm just still waiting for you to evidence that.
Do you want to start me 2 minutes again?
Yes, please.
See that?
All right, let's zoom into the brother's phone. Wallahi, I don't even know what he's showing, but I'm sure it's something that's going to show that you're a snake. Okay. Now, I have done what I wanted to accomplish. Now, let me tell you something, guys, yeah? I made a video about a year ago, and it was about Kemeticism.
Yeah.
Now, beforehand, Kalam and me had never clashed in any way. I was sitting with my mint tea at home. I was having a mint tea. And I saw a video come on. It was a live stream from Kalam, Titans TV. It was like 3 hours long of Kalam trying to just like bite me with his fangs. Bite me with his fangs. Yeah, that's how you know that your channel's not made it, that you're having to turn it on yourself every second.
Yeah, I know.
You're a snake. And you're in the audience as well.
I know.
Slither back in the
You're
grass.
always talking about me. Eat a zakum for once.
Jungle Book.
What's a zakum?
Jungle Book. So, guys,
I bought some in Asda the other day.
all I'm here to do
2 for 5.
Toothbrush.
is for the
all
ones.
my insides
You
out.
need a toothbrush, bro.
Good indigestion.
Right. Come on.
All I'm here to do is for the ones who are not so sure and don't have assertion about Kalam, is to look at the videos for yourself and see Kalam is a snake. And just because he comes and smiles in our face, look what he does behind our back. All right? From day one when Kalam came and spoke to me, by Allah, he can affirm this as well. First conversation he ever had with me. Never did I see him, never did he ever speak to me before. I said, Kalam, you're a snake. A year or two later, people started coming and saying he's a snake. I never wanted to have a conversation with him because I saw him as insincere. There are people in this park that I just want to go and talk to about Islam. I'm not here to deal with fiqhi matters and week in, week out debate. I'm here to call for La ilaha illallah, Tawheed. And alhamdulillah, that is why I'm sure Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed a lot of shahadas to come our way. We are here as Muslims, and a reminder for all of you that plan to give da'wah. We are here just to call to La ilaha illallah. Leave snakes behind, all right? Leave them in the grass. Hyde Park has got a lot of grass for them to slither about, okay? We are here to call towards Tawheed.
Okay. So, here we go again. It's the same. Let me just wait.
You're sweating.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, here we go again. I'm still waiting again, again and again. I'm still waiting for my good brother over here to evidence his claim where I'm a snake, whether I'm an insincere person and so forth. So far I've heard a lot of talk. That the first time when he met me, I came up to him and I was asking him a question, and he's prejudiced against
You
me.
want to speak about that?
Yeah, no problem.
Educate the audience.
No problem.
Let
So
them know
he's
what happened.
prejudiced against me before even hearing me out was to say I'm a snake.
Know that I saw your YouTube videos before.
Okay, so you saw my myself was
You were a
presented
celebrity,
before you.
bro.
All right, so based upon you seeing my videos, you had the prejudgment of myself that I was a snake. So everything that followed onwards was from your prejudice, rather than from you actually listening to my words and taking me off face value, right? You didn't want to take me off face value, you wanted to take me off your own prejudice. And that's where the relationship kind of spiraled downhill. Because when I came to you, I spoke to you in a very courteous manner.
What did you say?
I spoke to you in a very praiseworthy
What
manner
did you
as
say?
well.
I don't need praise.
I'm saying I spoke to you in a
did you say?
praiseworthy manner, and I was asking you a very sincere question
What
at
did
the
you
time
say?
to gain further
Don't beat around the
information
bush.
from
What
yourself.
did you say, Callum?
I don't recall as vividly as
Really?
you do.
Because you corrected me before this video started
Yep.
about what you did say.
Yeah, I said
you
I don't-
corrected me.
Indeed,
So you
I
do
did.
remember it
I said I don't recall
apparently.
it vividly, but I know my words and I
What
know
did
the
you
things
say?
that I would say.
Tell
and
the
would not
audience,
say.
what did you say when you approached me in the park 2 years ago?
So when I approached you in the park about 2 years ago, I approached you and I did recall saying something about your praiseworthiness. Okay.
Forget that
so
part.
When no.
Forget the part that you tried to butter me up
we're gonna
like
go
you do
into
with
it.
everyone else, kiss us in the park.
We're gonna go into it. I spoke
Go
about your.
into
I
what
spoke
you
about
said
your,
about Islam.
I spoke about your qualities to say that you're very articulate. You're very, you look and you seem the part. You're very, intelligent
Jump
in your
past
speech,
that. Jump
right?
past
That's
that.
what I
I
say
am
to
nothing.
you.
I'm ignorant, I'm jahil,
Then
I'm arrogant,
afterwards,
I'm this, I'm that. Forget all of that. What did you say about Islam? Forget
Then afterwards, yeah, I'm pretty sure I said
If
to
it's
you.
alright for that.
I asked other people these questions, the same question, and I wanted to get your own personal
What was the
opinion
question,
or understanding on it. You know what? I do not recall. So if you could just say it.
You don't recall?
I don't recall.
But you corrected me before the video started about what you said to me.
Not about the question, about what I said, right? Because I know my own
Okay.
words, so I wouldn't
Alright.
say certain things. So
Okay,
you said
cool. What happened was I was walking through the park and Callum came up to me and he said to
Sorry,
me...
I went over my time.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You can have another 5 minutes if you like, bro. It's just more exposure time for you.
Go ahead.
Callum, he came up to me, he wanted to butter me up a bit fast and say, yeah, you're this and you're this and you're that, okay? Wallah, I'm not here to hear that. Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes our deeds and sees them as sincere on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Inshallah. For all of us, okay? Now, you never know, maybe one day you'll be a better Muslim than me. And you might be pulling me and saying, come, let's go to the masjid. You actually did promise me that you would come with me to a masjid. So let's see if you stick to your word.
I'm doing that as well.
You snakes are not allowed. Only one snake
I'm
at a
going
time.
with Shamsi. I'm going to a Shia mosque as well. Watch. I'm going to check in all
Anyway,
the drawers.
look,
Get married for 5 minutes.
Watch what I'm going to find.
what Callum said was this. He came up to me and he goes to me, oh, listen,
I will go
Muhammad.
to a mosque.
And then he goes to me, so I've been hearing a lot of people, I have a lot of respect and love for Islam.
I do want to go.
He said, I have a lot.
But he said I'm not
He
allowed.
said, I have, sorry, Mama. He said, I have a lot of love and respect for Islam. Now, what I want to know, because I hear a lot of people talking about it, is how to ascertain that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a prophet of Allah. Now, guys, look. Callum just 2 minutes ago, he said how I already had a biased opinion about him, how, I saw stuff and I didn't take face value. You see that? That was face value for me, okay? He tried to butter me up, and then he said to me that he sincerely wants to know the proof, not a proof or an attempt of proof. As in he expected and he already has a presupposition that there is a proof and a dalil that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger of God. And I will tell you, sorry?
If you guys all say, then that's what he's expecting.
Yeah, listen, I don't know what your relationship with him is if you're a friend or platonic. He's a snake, be careful, he does bite.
No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. From one snake to the bar, he's a good guy.
That's your subject.
So
I'm a snake, he's a snake, we're all good guys.
So your brother by skin colour?
Yes.
I believe that the first man on earth was a coloured man. Was I his brother?
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you're not.
No problem.
I'm
But I
saying
just
you're
want to say
not.
be
That's what I'm
careful.
saying.
Be careful, honestly. Yeah, look, for the camera now. This is what Callum said to me. So straight away I knew instantly, this guy, and everyone here knows in Speaker's Corner.
2 minutes, but continue.
Sorry, I'll stop.
No, please continue.
Thank you. Everyone in the park knows that Callum is a snake. I don't give, wallahi, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yeah? I do appreciate everyone that does listen to me and watch me and my videos, but I don't give a flying monkeys if you don't take what I'm saying to be truth, all right? I have always in my life tried to be truthful with people about what I feel and think of them. You are a snake, wallahi I hate you. For the sake of Allah, I hate you. And any Muslim for the sake of Allah, they should hate you too. All right?
I appreciate that.
But
though.
when
I'll
I
be
said,
honest, I like that.
thank you, Raj.
At least you say what you're saying. I could deal with that.
Thank you, Raj.
Yeah, but I like people that at least say
But-
dead straight.
But by Allah, I have invited.
That's no fakeness.
I have invited Callum to come out with me, and I said to him, Wallahi, by Allah, while you are in my presence outside of the park, where there's no YouTube and no cameras, and I can bring out my own another side of me that people don't see in the park, I said, by Allah, no harm will come to you from my will. Yeah? And if someone attacked you while you were in my presence, I will back you. This is out of haiba, this is out of honor. I said, come with me to the masjid, come break bread with me. Look, people like Umar bin Khattab radiallahu an, yeah, became one of the Khalifs of the Muslims. Before Islam, he was an active hater, enemy against Islam.
What about me? Am I allowed to go to mosque? You said no earlier. Come on, invite me. Invite me.
All right, if you want me and you can have a discussion.
I will go to the mosque. I want to go to a mosque.
You will?
I said to Shamsi I want to go to a mosque.
You will come to a masjid with me?
Yeah, of course.
We'll talk about this inshallah, yeah? Look, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I want to keep this as clean as possible. Look, I am nothing without Allah. Yeah? A year ago, at this time, I went through a surgery. You know, a lot of people, and I said this to a couple of brothers that are with me in the park today, and I say this and I remind myself it as well, subhanAllah. When I'm out on the street sometimes and people come up to me and they'll come up to the other brothers that they see on YouTube and they'll say, oh, can I get... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, do you want me to stop?
No, continue. It's a nice story.
Thank you.
It's a nice story.
Snake.
Just keep your manners, Kalam, man. You're looking good.
He's not looking good, but you can't even hold on to it, bro. He sheds his skin, it's not going to look good. Look,
He's not going to
I will always say to people when they come up to me and they'll say, oh, I really like you for your video. If they start going on too much, I'll always remind myself, and sometimes I'll say it to them as well. I'll say, do you know what? A year ago, I had a bag that I was going toilet to in my stomach. I've got the scars to prove it. Where you lot have intestines that are like over 50 inches long, I had 20 inches of my intestines taken out. I used to go toilet in a bag. Do you understand? I'll say these things to try and humble myself as a person. I don't appreciate it when people come up and ask me for autographs and stuff like this. Wallahi, I'm nothing. No, wallahi, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. Now all of us get it, bro. You know when you're on YouTube, it's just like, it's that kind of thing where people think...
It's just a religion thing, I don't understand, man.
I know. But you know, because it's on YouTube, people watch your video, they'll say, like even me, before I saw...
But isn't that shirk in your religion?
Shirk.
Yeah, I mean like...
Shirk is ascribing partners with Allah.
worship him, then it's
It's going on too long.
Alright, let me just sum up. Sorry. You can have as long as you want, I won't say a thing. No, anyway, astaghfirullah. Look, all I'm trying to say is that wallahi, I'm not here for likes, I'm not here for hits, I'm not here for none of that. What I'm here to do is pull people towards Islam. But today, once in a while, I saw Kalam standing over here, Respect was here. Initially, I thought, you know what? There's a little bit of realness here I can talk about because Respect is here and he's not a Muslim. So when man said that he wants to be a referee to this, I thought that's fine because I know that he didn't bend over when the whole Tommy Robinson thing happened.
Big up Tommy Robinson.
Raj bent over.
Big up Tommy Robinson. Yeah.
Raj want to bend over.
He hates Asians, he hates you.
Raj bent over, yeah, exactly. Raj bent over.
It's Muhammad
and he smacked up.
It's Muhammad Taweed's fantasy that I bent over.
Okay, this is what
He's going up the home, doing the 5-knuckle shuffle over it.
2 minutes good man.
Raj is a snake, Kalam's a snake,
I'm a
okay?
snake, great.
I'm here to call people towards Tawheed. I'm here to challenge anyone for a discussion.
Yeah, I know, it's so serious.
No, we are allowed to have a laugh. No one's here to say otherwise. But do you know this individual? Okay, so maybe you know like the kind of premise that I'm coming from, that he's a snake and I hate him. I've got no love for him whatsoever. Basically, guys, of course it is, and it comes from my religion actually. Anyone, and let me speak about this. We love and associate for the sake of Allah, and we hate and disassociate for the sake of Allah. However you lot want to take it, that's alright, B. However you lot want to take it, go and take it. Do your research on it, inshallah, okay?
Come on, give him my hug.
Okay, awesome. And again,
How's he gonna hug me? He's just gonna put me in a boa constrictor snake grip, innit?
and again, like I've waited like for the last 7 minutes to get the evidence to the claim
shown a lot of
where
patience.
I'm a snake and where I'm insincere. These are the 2 claims. Out of the whole 7 claims he laid out, these are 2 claims that I'm just still waiting for him to actually evidence, right? Now he went back to the initial story of how we first came in contact in terms of a dialogue and so forth, and he said he had a preconceived notion of me based upon my videos. He really thought I was a snake, and you know, to even emphasize on my snakiness, I came. How dare I come to him and ask him a question about the Prophet? Can you show me a proof that the Prophet is a prophet? Can you show me proof that Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family, is actually a prophet? That was his moment to you know, finally confirm that I was a snake. Because how dare I come to you and ask you one of the most fundamental claims that Muslims make in Speaker's Corner and worldwide every single day of their lives. They say, La ilaha illallah wa Muhammadan Rasulullah. Right? These are the 2 claims that they make.
Inshallah, one day you say this with sincerity.
The two claims that they make, right? But they call it shahada, when in reality it's a shahadatain, right? Because you're making two claims, right? You're not making one claim. The first claim that you'll find within inside of the Quran is called shahada, which is la ilaha illallah.
It's fine.
But unfortunately, we have a second one now, which is and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. So all I was asking was, can you evidence that claim of Muhammad is actually a prophet? And then he found me to be a snake and insincere for that claim.
This is the snake. When you
Brother, we did ask before anyway.
Actually, you got onto you today. You know that, Callum.
Anyways,
He's
so
made
now,
you sweat.
so now the brother is talking about my interaction with Tommy Robinson, right? And because of this, I'm what? I don't know what it is these days.
Allah knows, actually. What's in our
You know,
hearts.
Allah knows
Uncle
best.
Toms and
Yeah.
Just
And
because
Coons.
I don't support these guys.
Okay, listen, you know what?
I support these guys.
Raj, can you come and stand next to me 1 second?
No, I'm not moving to you.
It's crazy.
Say Sharia, man.
All right.
Raj, it's not about that. It's about what you. It's about you accepting my invitation.
Muhammad.
Oh yeah, we will accept the
Muhammad.
invitation.
All right, listen.
I'm still waiting, you know. Like, we're having this discussion and there's always this
I
isfet.
thought you were finished. I'm sorry.
No. We have this isfet. So unfortunately, what we have in the Kemetic language is called isfet, which is chaos, pure chaos. And this is what we get in right now in terms of the audience and what's going on here itself. So, you know, the brother is calling me all these names, right? So on YouTube right now, you're going to find Snake, you're going to find Uncle Tom, you're going to find Coon, you're going to find all these names here.
Doesn't it just
Simply
fit in
because-
so well right now?
Yeah, simply because I shaked Tommy Robinson's hand, right? And it's funny though, because me shaking this one individual's hand has caused this big uproar, right? But for the last year, who's been watching, you know, me at Speaker's Corner with another individual who's an Egyptian called Omar.
That wonderful.
That guy there, right? That guy right there. So you know what? For the whole year, we've witnessed him calling me a baboon.
Wow.
We've witnessed him calling myself a black kafir and other Christians black kafirs.
He said black kafir?
Yes, he did.
Black kafir.
Yes, he did.
So he
Yes,
said black kafir in a derogatory way.
Yes, he did.
Did you
okay?
call him out?
He also called me an N-word. Did you witness that as well?
I did hear something about
And he
it,
said
but I
I got
wasn't
shit
here
under
to
my
see it.
turban.
Yes, this is on COE. So if anybody wants to say I'm lying, guess what? Callum always evidences claims. If I make a claim,
It's not me he's talking
If
about.
I make a claim, hold on, bro. If I make a claim, I always tell you I can always give you reference. I always back up my claims, like. So far, I'm still waiting for him to back up his claim. So you're complaining that shake one person's hand.
Do you know what's
but
ironic?
the whole community here at Speaker's Corner has been shaking Uncle Omar's hand, has been hugging Uncle Omar, been receiving dates from Uncle Omar, been praying with Uncle Omar.
They did not chastise
This is the same individual that's
I
been
wasn't here when
openly
these claims were made
racist to me
personally.
and
But
other
anyway,
blacks
listen.
in the park.
What I would say.
But they want to jump on me to say like I'm this for shaking another
I'll
man's
tell
hand.
you. I'll tell you some
Like,
irony here. I'll tell you some irony
I got
here.
light on. I got light here. I don't want to disturb anyone.
I'll tell you
We
some
need it,
irony
otherwise you
here.
have to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's too much, me. But that's good. That's
Bro,
good.
don't snakes have night vision?
Yeah, no, I don't. I got green. I got green as well. I got green.
So yeah, we're still waiting for insincere and snake. Please evidence that. That's what you should focus on.
right.
Nothing else. Evidence that.
No problem. Insincerity. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic, guys, that from the person who just said, sorry, Ra. Is it Ra, the snake in Jungle Book? Isn't it? It's Maghrib, yeah, inshallah. All right, let me finish this off and I'm going to come make wudu. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, brother? You okay? Alhamdulillah. Isn't it ironic how someone who says that all of his research, he actually goes and finds the evidences to back it up. Yet the first flaw that he actually promoted apparent to me when he came and spoke to me those 2 years ago, when I called him a snake for it, is because something that he heard, apparently, he didn't have the evidence for it and he was asking me for it. This is someone who had been actively in the park. Look, at the end of the day, look, I actually do thank you for speaking to me, genuinely. You and I both know Kalam. Wallahi, you and I both know Kalam. Anytime I've ever bumped heads with you in the park, I've always come true with you. In anything I've actually felt, and with anyone in the park, I've come
I'll give you
true
that,
with
I'll
them.
give you that.
And with you as well, right?
I'll give you that, I do
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it, I do appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
I'll be like straightforward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even
I
though I
don't.
dislike
I
you as a person.
look. I hate you too.
Yeah, I know, but it's good
I
that we
do
know we
hate
hate
you
you.
too. I do hate you too.
You're starting to rate, so focus on
You know,
you gotta
I would
put it that
rather know a snake
like
to
that
my
as well.
face than one behind my back. Yes? Cool. Now look, I'm here to call towards Tawheed. This video was just primarily to let people know that don't have certainty that Kalam at the moment is a snake. Wallahi, he's an enemy of Islam. What you see in the park, how he comes and shakes hands with brothers, but what he does in videos is completely different. My brothers, understand one thing, please. Yes, we do live in UK. Yeah, look, I'm born and raised here, okay? And I teach the language of this country to people in this country. Do you understand? I do this, and I have done it for a long time. But I'll tell you something, guys, yeah? Don't appease to people when they prove themselves to be active enemies to your deen. We know that our deen as Muslims is that our constitution as Muslims is the Sharia. That doesn't mean go around and start committing illegal activity on the road. And when people want to ask you about Sharia, and this is what I was saying earlier, when someone says, "Oh, are you a Muslim?" Say, "Yes, I am a Muslim." Are you? Have some confidence. When people say, "Oh, are you for the Sharia?" Guys, anyone who says that they're not for the Sharia, they're a kafir. It's as simple as that. Our constitution as Muslims is Sharia. There's no sugarcoating with me, my brothers, okay? Any of you that see something constructive criticism, Bismillah, bring it my way. I'm a student till the day I die. No one grows more if they believe they're at their peak. You can't walk up a ladder while you're looking down. You will fall. Trust me, I've tried it. Yeah, literally, okay? So I love you all for the sake of Allah, my Muslim brothers and sisters. Before this video goes off, and I do appreciate and have your final says, yeah? I formally invite Raj and Kalam.
Yeah, that's it.
Let me stand in the middle of them.
What mosque though? What mosque?
I formally invite.
I'll go.
I formally invite Raj and Kalam to come with me and some of my close brothers to a masjid, inshallah.
He's alright.
To a masjid, inshallah.
Yeah, I'll go.
We will break bread. We will break bread. Wallahi, I believe as a Muslim, even if I know that these people would come to a masjid with me with insincerity, even if they did, Wallahi, Tawheed changes the hearts of the people.
I am not an
Remember
atheist,
this.
so I believe in God. So it's
And inshallah, since Raj can talk to me in a nice way, me and Raj can have a discussion. Even though I do feel bad when I don't like to make fun of people, yeah, and even though I've thrown a lot of slander at you, wallah, my heart doesn't feel anything towards it. And I keep every comment negative that I said to you because I believe you are a snake. And wallahi, I do hate you. And you're a dishonest person. And you're an enemy of Islam. And brother, listen. Now I'm not contradicting myself. That's fine, bro. That's fine, bro. I believe everything I've said. But do you know what my duty is? Let me wrap it up, bro, yeah? Do you know what my duty is as a Muslim? Even for those that I hate, and it's my duty to hate anything that is actively against Islam, that is actively harming my religion. Of course I have hatred and disassociation to it. I still have the patience to invite them both to come with me to the masjid. I introduce you to some of my brothers, and by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah is my witness. Wallahi, if anyone tries to lay a finger on either of you while you are in my presence, best believe you will feel my presence.
gonna go.
Alright? I promise you.
Well, I was gonna go with Shamsi, but Shamsi's taken like 50 years to do it. So
Alright.
So anyway, I'll leave it to Kalam. Listen, I'm going to leave you on your final statement. I'm not going to hear it. I'm going to go and make wudu and pray, inshallah.
You're gonna feed me, though.
Huh?
You're gonna feed me.
I'm going to feed you. I'm going to feed you. Alright?
Alright, cool.
How many more Islamophobes can I take?
So again, yeah, I'm gonna just repeat what I've been saying.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So again, I'm just gonna repeat what I've been saying, yeah. Like I'm still waiting for the evidence, right? So we spent almost like an hour here, all right, and we've been hearing, about 8 odd claims. Enemy of Islam. I'm a snake. I'm insincere and so forth. And time again, after every single round, we're asking, show us the evidence. Show us where I've been snaky to you. Show us where I've, I'm insincere. All of these things. We're still waiting for it. To the limit of, if you listen to his speech, right? This is what we do here. We literally stand still and we listen to what these people have to say. We don't get emotional. We listen to what he has to say. And in his final statements, he said, yeah, Kalam stood here whilst I slandered him. Now please, I want you guys to go into the dictionary and realize what the word slander is. It's purposefully making a lie upon somebody, yeah? You know it's an untruth. You know you're lying on this person in order to discredit them. You know that in your heart of heart, that's what you're doing.
You didn't reduce yourself to his level either.
You see what I'm saying? And he again, and the reason why it definitely is a lie and it definitely is a slander is because you haven't provided any evidence. You may believe this in your... Hold on, brother. Let me just finish. You may believe this in your heart. You may believe this in your heart. You may believe this in your heart, yeah, that I'm a snake.
Run out this,
and I'm talking to everybody in the cameras right now, yeah? Alright? TNT Greek, I'm talking to you guys, yeah? I'm talking to COE. You guys may believe in your heart that I'm a snake and I'm a liar and I'm insincere and so forth. But think about it. Can you evidence that claim? We've just spent a whole hour. We spent a whole hour, yeah, with this good brother here. Very knowledgeable, well educated, well articulate brother. But even him yeah, one of the greatest, I'm going to refer to him as one of the greatest in Speaker's Corner in terms of speaking, yeah, was unable for a whole hour to evidence his two claims, show me where I'm a snake and show me where I'm insincere. And he hasn't been able to do it. So if he couldn't do it, I want to know, I want to put that challenge on each and every single one of you guys to evidence it inside of the comment section or come to Speaker's Corner and evidence it. That's all I'm asking for. Otherwise, we're gonna view you as a slanderer and a liar. That's all we can amount it to.
What you trying to say? Respect is a lie.
So anyways,
Jedi is a
yeah,
lie.
let's we can cut that. And if the brother wants to have a separate dialogue, we can have a separate dialogue. Let's not muddy the waters with his information, right?
Cool.
No, I've seen in my own eyes, Callum.
Cool.
This is the first time
So